Crashed his car. Dumbass. Yeah. Went backed up to that light. So I could all looking at it.
Going out with they worship.
I know. I was that was fine. All right, right. Shalom. Shalom. Like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Haloyim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh. Honors, the elders and apostles, the great millstone who rule well. Blessed to the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad, the Akim and the Aquath that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, that the lesson is edifying. As always, we come out week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, which is also known as Whore Babylon. All right, Babylon the Great in the scriptures, and to prophesy the downfall of the so-called white man, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right, and salvation is preached unto you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speak of. All right, and salvation is nearer than we believe. It's now high time to awake out of sleep. All right, and what we're gonna get into today on these highways and hedges is getting into the fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, because that's something that I've been realizing a lot of people don't have, man. People don't have the true fear of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. One, because they're so brainwashed with, the Serapis Christos, all right, Caesar Borgia, with the ignorant call, Jesus, all right, which his real name is Yahweh Shai, man, which means he is the deliverer. He is salvation, all right, in Hebrew, all right, because the Lord said, for I will turn to my people of a pure language, all right, and they should serve me with one consent, all right, and that pure language is the Lashon Kadash, okay, so you got people believing in Serapis Christos, man, all right, and this is the reason why our people don't fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because they have taught you that, Jesus loves everybody. Jesus will forgive everybody. God loves everybody. All right. Jehovah loves everybody. But see, the fact of the matter is that the Lord is not a respect of persons, man. All right. If you don't fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right, that's not going to do you any good, man. You got, go ahead.
All right. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
Spirit.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Yeah, see, that's what the true love of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is. Because people try to say, well, God said that to love everybody. Nah, man, the love of the Lord is to keep his commandments, for his commandments are not grievous, man. So you showing the true love is by you actually, rehearsing the righteous acts that the Lord has given us, man. All right? So, go ahead. Go ahead, read it one more time.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High.
It said fear. This is the conclusion of the whole matter. All right. Meaning this is the whole duty of man, to fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai,
and keep his commandments.
And keep his commandments, man. All right, so these people, when they had that whole perception of God loves everybody, you know, God is a forgiving power and he's going to forgive everybody. Everybody has in their mind that, you know what, they could do whatever the fuck they want and there's no consequences to it, man. All right, and at the end of the day, you doing wickedness is going to put your ass to death, man. All right, there's no other way to put it. It sounds harsh, it sounds crazy, right, to people because we're not afraid to hurt people's feelings, man. Neither is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He's not afraid to hurt your feelings at the end of the day, man. He's going to tell you straight in these scriptures that if you don't follow what he does or seek the Most High, you're going to be put to death, man. All right? Matter of fact, let me grab First Chronicles.
Let me say something. Yeah, so in this verse, the Lord is saying to keep, to fear him and keep the commandments. All right? Now, who could he possibly be talking to when he said keep the commandments, all right? He was talking to the nation of Israel because they were the only nation that was given the commandments, man. All right, he wasn't talking to no other nation, man.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna prove that right now. What the brother's saying. All right, that's Psalms. Matter of fact, grab that real quick. Psalms 147, and I'll grab Romans 9 and 4. All right. So this is Romans 9 and 4. Real quick, Romans 9 and 4. And it says, who are Israelites to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of God and the promises. You see? So the Lord is telling you who are the Israelites, man. Those are the ones that to who pertaineth the adoption. All right. To those that were given the covenants, the promises. All right. They were given the law. All right, that's who the law was given to. These scriptures were written by Israelites to Israelites for the Israelites, man. There's no other way to look around it, man. And the brother's going to bring that out in Psalms 147, man. Go ahead.
All right. Psalms 147 and 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
So he showeth his word unto Jacob. Who's Jacob? All right, Jacob goes into Israel. Jacob's name before it was turned into Israel was Jacob. Israel became his name after he wrestled the angel, all right? Which Israel means he is the prince of power. All right. Therefore, Jacob had 12 sons, which are the 12 tribes that are on this chart right here, man. That's who was given the law to, man, to Israel, the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
All right. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
You see, he didn't give it to nobody else, man. He gave his law, statutes, and commandments unto Israel. Go ahead.
He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation.
So if he has not dealt so with any other nation, how do these people have the perception that God can save everybody, that God is dealing with everybody, man? The Lord not dealing with none of these heathens, man. The Lord is only dealing with the nation of Israel, man. When you go into Amos, I believe it's 2 and 3 or 3 and 2, it tells you out of all the families have I only known you. You see? So nobody else out here can actually be really truly following these law, statutes, commandments other than the people of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. All right. So going back to what I was just saying before, all right, the Lord is not a respect of persons. Yeah, go ahead. All right. There's one more verse on it, right? Go ahead.
All right. All right. I started 19 again. 147 and 19 Psalms. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. I have it here in Joel 2 and 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your power, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed.
Exactly. So when we're telling you that you have to fear the Lord, it's only you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians that have to fear the Lord. All right. 2 Chronicles 15 and 13 says that whosoever would not seek the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. You see? So there's nobody else out here that should be following these law, statutes, and commandments other than you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. And that just goes to show you that the Lord is not a respecter of persons, man. He clearly told you, if you're not going to seek the Lord, you're going to be put to death, whether man or woman, great or small, it don't matter, man. You could, woman, child, you see? And that's the biggest thing that our people don't have, is the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, because of that Christianity doctrine, man, because of that Catholicism doctrine, that God loves everybody, that, you know, God came, that he so loved the world, and they don't understand that that's going into the world of the Israelites, man. All right, there's a world of fishes, there's a world of birds, there's a world of you know, dogs, but this is talking about in particular the world of the Israelites, man. The Lord said that he created the world for our sakes. All right. So everything is for us in this truth, man. Nobody else. All right. He just said that he don't deal with any other nation other than Yahweh, other than the nation of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, which is the Israelites. All right. So again, fear is the main thing that our people have to install in their mind, man. Because the beginning of fear is the beginning of wisdom. You see, how are you going to ever learn about the Lord if you don't fear the Lord? You know, and this was on my spirit, because lately I've been feeling like the way I've been doing things, you know, I feel like I'm not fearing the Lord right now. And it's not that I don't, it's just that's the mindset that I automatically thought, because I've been seeing myself lately, you know, not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you know, not bringing out the work like I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, I'm going through little trials and things, but that doesn't make an excuse for it. I still got to fear the Lord and continue to keep doing what I'm supposed to do. So this is for me first and foremost, man. Go ahead.
Same thing with me, man. You always got to check yourself, man. You always got to examine yourself, man. You always got to man up, man. You always got to. You can't come up with excuses, man.
Well, what did the Lord say to Job? He said, "Gird up thy loins like a man." So you had Shalom, brother Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakatah. You know, you had Job that was going through the worst of the worst, man.
Right.
You know, going through, you talk about his family was taken away from him. His riches was taken away from him. You see, he was going through boils. All right. He was being given bad advice from his friends, all of that, man. And the Lord told him, you know what? Gird yourself up like a man. All right. Because he was complaining unto the Lord. Why did he have to go through these things? You see, but there's no room for you complaining over here, man. You have to gird up yourself like a man. Why? Because everything that is happening to you is because you were going off in your past life, because you had to suffer in this truth, man. All right. So we have to pick ourselves up and check ourselves, like the brother said. Examine yourself daily, man, whether you be in the faith. Because if you're not in the faith, then you're a reprobate mind. You see? And that's one of the things that I fear myself, always praying like that. I never become a reprobate mind or a castaway, or like that demon. Exactly, or like that demon. Yeah, I could wake up tomorrow like that fucking demon that comes here all the time, man. Start scoffing and mocking and doing some crazy shit, man. But I pray that the Lord don't ever take away my spirit, man. You know? But again, it's no excuse for not to do the works, man. You got to stay on fire. You got to quench not the spirit in this truth, man. You see? So me not doing the works lately like I'm supposed to be doing, that shit had me thinking like, damn, I'm bugging. I must not fear the Lord right now. You see, and the Lord could put me through a fucking windshield right now, man, for not doing the works. I could be driving thinking shit is all sweet. I could be thinking things is all sweet, and all of a sudden the Lord put my ass through a straight windshield, man. And I can't blame nobody but myself, man. All right. Which if you fall out the truth, that means you were never of the elect, man. So you wanna put on as the elect, as the Lord has said, man. And by putting on as the elect is the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. All right. The fear of the Lord is a crown of life, man. All right. So this is something that our people have to realize, that God is not about love, man. All right. He is love. He is about love when you are doing the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. All right. But if you're not doing the will, you're not seeking the Lord, what love is he going to show you?
Yeah, because that's not balanced, man. The Lord brings evil upon this earth as well, man. All right. The Lord said that he created evil he created the wicked for the day of evil, man.
That's right. This is Exodus 20:20. It says, and Moses said unto the people, fear not, for Yahweh has come to prove you, and that his fear may be before your faces, that ye sin not. You see? And that's the one thing. See, that's the problem with our people. You don't have the fear of the Lord if you go out there and you sin, all right? But you continue on with your life thinking shit is sweet, right? All right? If you sin, the Lord said, let not your sins weigh you down. But you're still going to have a righteous guilt toward it. You're still going to say to yourself, damn, I fucked up. I'm going off, man. I got to repent on that. See, these people out here living life sinning, but none of these people are repentant, man.
Yeah, they have no care in the world, man. They don't care that they're sinning, man. They just think, and it's funny because those are the ones that think the Most High is with them the most, man. Those are the ones that think the most that the Most High is with them, man. Ain't no way, bro. Oh, God he always watching over me, and I got a good job, and I get hella tattoos, and you know what I mean? Shit like that, man. You crazy as hell, man.
That's right. This is 1 Corinthians 9:16. It says, for though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of. Yeah, because we out here preaching the gospel doesn't make us make us any better than these 2/3, man. All right. Well, our righteousness is filthy rags unto the Lord. There is nobody clean in the sight of the Lord, man. Right. So though we preaching the gospel, we have nothing to glory of, man. I can't sit out here thinking like I just made the kingdom or I'm in the kingdom when I ain't in there yet, man. You have to prove yourself every single day that you're worthy of this truth. You have to carry your cross daily, man.
All in all, you got to endure to the end, man. That's what it's all about, man.
That's right.
You got to endure to the end, man. And the same shall be saved.
That's
man.
right.
The same people who endure to the end are the ones that's going to be saved, man.
So, go ahead.
You've been doing this that whole time, man.
It says, 1 Corinthians 9:16, for though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel, man. Ooh. So necessity is laid upon me, meaning this is necessary for us to do this, man. All right. The Lord has chosen us. See, we have to remember in our heads, the Lord ain't choose us for no reason, man. If you are one that can receive this truth, all right, that's because the Lord found something in you that he want to use you as a vessel to bring out this word. We're supposed to be what? Feeding the sheep daily, man.
You're not a bug out then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some people were meant to be brought into this truth to fall out, all right? But if you're still in this truth and still calling upon the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai daily, man, praying upon the Lord, all right? That means, that means that you meant for you to have this truth, man. And you got to take this truth into consideration, man. All right? You can't just let it be lingering around. You can't grab your talent and hide it in the napkin, man. You can't light up your candle and then allow your candle to go out, man. Your candle got to burn forever, man. All right? Because the Lord is searching Jerusalem with candlesticks right now, man, to see who are the ones that are really worthy of this truth. We're getting closer and closer to that end. So if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, it's that simple for the Lord to just take you right out, you know?
The Lord are upon the sinful kingdom.
That's right.
He got the angels watching daily, man. Because the angels do the work of the Lord's work, man, and they report back to him, man.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They take our prayers and all that, man.
That's right.
And then they bring them.
Well, that's a good point you say that, because every time we're praying, our prayers are going into them vials, man. Yeah. Them odors, you know what I'm saying? So when the time comes, if you're not giving prayer, you're not giving praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, what odors do you have in them vials, man? See, your vials are supposed to, them odors are supposed to be continual, man. Ooh. All right? They're not supposed to go out, man. You got to keep them vials going with odor after odor after odor, man, because that's what the Lord is watching, man. The Lord is seeing to see who's the ones that's constantly praying, who's the one that's continually crying. If you're not crying unto the Lord, then you must be running around with joy and happiness. You see? And the Lord said not to go to the house of mirth, but to go to the house of mourning, man. So that's the spirit that you want to be in the actual house of mourning, man.
Yeah, and when's the last time you people have prayed, man? These people don't pray out here. And if they do, it's through Caesar Borgia.
That's
man.
right.
It's to the white man, man. That's
right.
who y'all pray to, man, because y'all think the white man is your God, man.
That's right. And they only want to pray when something good happens. Yeah, thank you, God. Thank you this. Too. Thank you. Or or when they're in trouble, they want, why, God? Well, the thing is that the Lord, see, these people are blessed, thinking they're blessed with, the finer things of life, having, a little money in their pocket.
They think that's what true blessings
are. Exactly.
That's
not what blessing, because the Lord said, godliness with contentment is great gain. Not having the actual wealth of things, you know what I'm saying? So these people think because they got a little money in their pocket, they still riding around with a nice car, nice little house, they think they good. You see, but meanwhile, what are the men of the Lord doing that's at the bottom, man? Suffering. You see? We're praising Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in our infirmities, man. We're praising the Lord on the weakest points that we are right now, man. All right?
You got a job, you got a car, you got this and that, you got money, but you ain't got no knowledge, man.
That's
you ain't
right.
Got no knowledge. You ain't got no truth of the Lord, man. All right? You ain't got no knowledge, man.
This is
no wisdom.
Ecclesiastes,
But,
grab.
but somehow you bragging, but got no wisdom or knowledge, man.
That's right. Grab Sirach 1. All right. This is Ecclesiastes 39:1. It says, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all ancient." All right, and be occupied in prophecies. See, that's what we're supposed to be doing. The Lord said in Joshua 1:8 that this word shall not depart from thy mouth, man. You should meditate day and night. All right, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. All right, you're gonna be able to what? You're gonna be able to succeed out here. All right, and to succeed is to have that crown of life. For you to succeed is for you to endure unto the end. All right, so if you're not doing the wisdom, you're not doing the will of the Lord, all right, which is to bring out this word, man, and bring this place down to destruction and speak it into existence, all right, then you're not gonna make it to the kingdom, man. You're gonna make it with the rest of these reprobates, man. See, look at it this way: there's a kingdom for the godly, those that meditate in the law, and then there's a I don't even want to say a kingdom, but there's a whole reward for those that are ungodly and reprobate minds, man. All right, you don't want to be in that in the reprobate mind of reward, you see, because that reward is death. Okay, but those that are being godly and doing the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is a crown of life, man. Go ahead. It's where it says the fear of the Lord. I think it's like 12 around there, 12:13.
All right. Sirach 1:12. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart, and giveth joy and gladness and a long life.
Yeah, see, that's beautiful, because here it is, people looking for mirth, want to live in the house of the mirth. But what did it say? It said the fear of the Lord is what?
Maketh a merry heart.
Yeah, see, that's the true mirth right there. It's having this word, having this wisdom. All right, having Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua on your side, man. So it make it a merry heart,
and giveth joy and gladness.
Joy and gladness.
And a long life.
And a long life, man. So if you're not doing the will of the Lord, your life getting cut short. That's why you see these 2/3 dying little by little out here, man. And you're going to see them more and more dying masses and masses, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 13. Whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him.
That's right.
At the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death.
Yeah, see, he gonna find favor in the day of his death. That means if you die in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, you're gonna have a comfortable death. You see, you're gonna have a reward, because you're gonna have a crown waiting for you on the other side automatically, man. All right, but if you're doing wickedly, there ain't no reward for that, man. You're gonna be like one of these bugs where you see them on the street, you stomp them out, and that's it. It's over, man. You squash. That's it. Bye. You can't see that bug no more, man. Go ahead.
You might be walking under a ladder or something heavy, just
drop on your shit. Yeah, man. Go ahead. And that's, but see, we say that, people be like, nah, that's not the Lord. The Lord wouldn't do that. You crazy as hell, man.
Talking about the same Lord that flooded the entire earth.
Exactly. And saved 8 people.
And killed everybody else, man. You don't think there was little babies and grandmas and grandpas?
That's
man?
Right.
You don't think there was newborn babies that drowned? All right, toddlers playing around, man. You don't think there was none of that? You damn right there was, man.
That's right.
And the Lord destroyed all of that, man.
That's right.
All right. The Lord is a terrible power, man.
That's what. Well, it tells you that. That's Hebrews 10:31. It's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power. So you want to fall into the hands of the living power on the righteous side, man, not on the wicked side. Go ahead.
I'll start at verse 12 again. Sirach 1:12. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart, and giveth joy and gladness and a long life. Whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and is created with the faithful in the womb.
So a lot of these people, they wonder why they can't understand these things, right? They get offended when they hear these things. It's because you ain't got the fear of the Lord. Because the Lord just said the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, man. That's how we all came into this truth. When we heard this truth, what did the Lord say? Through the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. So how are you going to be persuaded if you ain't got no fear of the Lord, man? You see? People didn't even hear the account yet, all right? And they'll try. You got people that's trying to seek the Lord, right? But they scoff at the truth, all right? Why? Because they don't fear the Lord, because they're really truly not seeking. Without even seeking the word, they're already hating the word, all right? Without fearing the Lord and knowing what's the fear of the Lord, they're already talking about, oh, I'm good. I don't need to fear the Lord. You hear that shit all the time, bro. People be like, oh, I don't need to fear the Lord. The Lord is good. God is good to me. You know, he does righteous before me. Okay. No, he's giving you what you're giving you because that's a necessity that you need in life. He gonna take care of his people regardless. He take care of even the most wicked nigga out here. You understand? But your ass is still gonna get put to death for not fearing Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, not knowing about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. Go ahead.
All right. Verse 15. She has built an everlasting foundation with men, and she shall continue with their seed.
Yeah, why? Because that's speaking about wisdom.
Yes, that she is talking about wisdom.
It's talking about if you fear the Lord, she's going to continue with the men. See, you're able to pass on that wisdom to your kids. You understand? See, you see how you got Esau that'll pass down wealth, right? Well, we can pass down this word from generation to generation to our children, man. We could pass down the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to our kids, man, to our family members that we love, all right? But the brainwashing of Esau has got our people thinking otherwise, man, all right? Go ahead.
Psalms 78 and 5, for he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children.
Woo! Hold that right there. You in what? Psalm 78? Yeah. That was Psalm 78. Grab go ahead. Now you can keep going, but grab I think it's Psalm 78 and 49 after that. Go ahead. Just read that again though. That was fire.
Yeah. 78, Psalms 78 and 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel.
That's even more what we was bringing out before, showing you what that the Lord not dealing with anybody other than Israel, man. Yeah, he established a testimony in Jacob, man. All right, go ahead.
Because you brought out that how we supposed to teach the wisdom and knowledge to the children.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
So he said he appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded our fathers that they should make them known to their children.
That's right.
That the generation to come might know them.
That's right.
Even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children.
Yeah, and why is that? Because we're gonna show our children the fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. That if you go off and you don't do what's righteous, the Lord gonna mess your ass up, man. So this is you teaching your children for generation to generation that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is to be feared and nobody else, man. All right. The Lord said not to fear man, because what can man do unto you? All he could do is take the body. All right. But the Lord can take both the body and the soul, man. So why would you not fear somebody that can take both? Man can only take your body. All right, go ahead.
And your soul goes back to the Most High.
That's right.
All right. Yeah, that was it.
Go to 49.
Okay, verse 49, Psalm 78. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them.
Yeah, he cast the fierceness of his anger. Anybody that comes with fierce anger and indignation, if it was, let's just say, for example, let's say we're not talking about the Lord right now, right? But if somebody come down the street right now with fierce anger, you're gonna be scared as shit. Yo, what the fuck he doing? Yo, what's he gonna do? He gonna pull out a knife? He gonna pull out a gun? All right. So if the Lord's telling you he gonna bring out his fierce anger, his indignation on those that don't follow him by bringing evil angels among them, that means that's something to fear, man. Because that means that the Lord is going to bring fierce angels upon you, man, to put your ass to death. Grab Psalm 68 and 20. All right? Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Verse 50. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to pestilence.
You see? So why wouldn't you fear that? Shalom, brother. How we doing, man?
Yeah,
good?
Good stuff over here.
All right, so... All right. Go ahead.
All right. Verse 51. And smote all the firstborn.
No. Go back up too.
Okay.
Start it again from that. He bring his fierceness and his anger.
All right. Verse 49. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to pestilence.
But they're going to tell you God is love.
Yeah.
They're going to tell you God loves everybody. But he just said he made his way to his anger by what?
By wrath and indignation and trouble, by sending evil angels among them.
Keep saying.
He made a way to his anger. He spared not their soul from death.
He spared not their soul from death. So the Lord don't care, man. The Lord not going to spare your ass if you doing wickedly out here, man.
The scriptures say, who shall perish innocent, man.
Whoever perished being innocent. Yeah, because you got people, oh, that was a good person.
Yeah,
you know, he was a king. Damn, why did God have to take a good one?
Yeah, he wasn't good.
He wasn't good. He had to pay for something he did in his past life, something that he possibly did in this life. You see? So you have to fear the Lord, man. That's why, let me grab this real quick. Psalm 68:20. He that is our power is the power of salvation. And unto Yahweh the Lord belong, and to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua the Lord belong the issues from death. Woo. You see? So if anybody out here getting put to death, man, it's because the Lord wanted you to be put to death. So why wouldn't you fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man?
Right.
And he out here putting people to death left and right, man. See, these heathens we can give two shits about, man. But our people being put to death daily, man. And it's going to increase more and more as we get closer to the end. In masses more and more. You see in the masses right now, man. When we were, I would say I wasn't in the truth 3-4 years ago, right? When I would read on the news, people would get put to death, but you ain't hearing people getting put to death in masses, man. You go look at News Break Now, RT News. You go see any type of news, man. You see people dying by the hundreds. It'll be one scenario, and it was like 100 people died at one shot. You see? Something happened where a big explosion and 100 people died in it. Why? Because the Lord putting people down in masses right now, man. All right? You're talking about almost 8 billion people on earth. All right? So the Lord's going to be taking people not one by one. If we's going to take one by one, we'd be here forever, man.
The scriptures say that the slain of the Lord shall be many, man.
That's right.
All right? Like you said, man, there's about 8 billion people on the earth, man. So when the Lord comes back, just imagine all those people dying, man. All right? The Lord is coming back to kill many millions and millions and millions and millions and millions, man. All right? We're talking about the same God that flooded the earth, the same God that killed the firstborn of all the Egyptians, man. All right? The same God that split the Red Sea.
See, that's what it is. Now that you're saying, that's beautiful, because that's what it is. They don't understand reincarnation.
Yeah.
So they don't understand that the Lord, look, here it was, the Lord had passed everybody through Egypt. You had people that were being passed, you had our people being passed through Egypt, right? We were saved from the Egyptians. But then people ended up dying off in the wilderness anyway, man. Because why? They started forsaking the Lord. They started talking bad about the Lord, being blasphemous, you know, tempting the Lord when you should never tempt the Lord, man. That's what these people are doing daily, man. They tempting the Lord.
All because they ain't had nothing to eat, man. After he just split the whole Red Sea from your enemies, man. All right. You still complaining, man, because you ain't have no you ain't had nothing for a little bit, man.
This is Deuteronomy 10:12. It says, and now, Israel, what does the Lord thy power require of thee, but to fear the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul. This is 20. Thou shalt fear the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, thy power, him shalt thou serve, and to him shalt thou cleave and swear by his name. You see? So that name matters. When you calling upon Caesar Borgia, man, you ain't fearing the Lord. All right? You fearing the white man. Because the white man done put that shit in your mind and installed it into your mind and beat it into your ass, all right, to make you believe that that's what your true power is. And that's why the white man did that, because he wanted you to say, well, the white man's going to be saved. We're all equal. You're speaking hate. See, why you think they're trying to demonize us as domestic terrorists, man? Yeah. Because we're telling you the fucking truth, man. We're telling you that these people are your enemies. We're telling you that the Lord about to put people to death because you don't want to actually listen, man. But people's like, nah, you can't be saying that, man. You could. What's that scoffer say every time you come over here? Y'all preaching hate. Y'all brothers preaching hate. How can you say that? But see, he not knowing the scriptures, man.
He not knowing anything.
That's right. That's right.
I got something for now.
Go ahead.
All right. To continue on what we was talking about. All right. Verse 51, Psalm 78. And smote all the firstborn in Egypt, and chief of their strength in the tabernacles of Ham, but made his own people go forth like sheep, and guided them in the wilderness like a flock. And he led them on safely, so that they feared not, for the sea overwhelmed their enemies. And he brought them to the border of his sanctuary, even to the mountain which his right hand has purchased.
That's right. Go ahead.
So they did. All right.
No, say, go ahead, break it down.
All right, yeah, yo. So they brought him. So he saved them, but they still didn't fear, man. I'm gonna read it. I'll read it. But his own people to go forth like sheep. I read up. Yeah, okay. And guided them in the wilderness like a flock, and he led them on safely, so that they feared not, but the sea overwhelmed their enemies, and he brought them over the border, his sanctuary. Yeah, they didn't. They feared not because the Lord led them to safety, man. All right.
This is Deuteronomy 17, and I believe it's. Give me 1 second. 13. Yeah, it says. Let me go down to 1 second. All right. This is Deuteronomy 17 and 19, and it says, and it shall be with him, and he shall read. Salaki, hold on. Let me go up one. It says, and it shall be with he when he sitteth upon the throne of his kingdom, that he shall write him a copy of his law in a book out of that which is before the priests of the Levites, and it shall be with him, and he shall read therein all the days of his life, that he may learn to fear the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, his power, to keep all the words of this law and these statutes, and to do them, that his heart be not lifted up above his brethren, and that he turn not aside from the commandment to the right hand or to the left, to the end that he may prolong his days in the kingdom, he and his children in the midst of Israel. And if you understand, that's why when you go into the curses of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, why you think we're under these curses, man? Because ultimately we didn't fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. All right. Matter of fact, grab that real quick. Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter for 15. All right. You could do 1 and 15, because the Lord told you if you were to follow in his ways, you were to fear the Lord, right? Then you will be blessed. All right. But if you didn't do what was required, what was going to happen? Curses were going to be given onto you, man. Go ahead.
All right. Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Exactly. See? So if you didn't do what was required, all right, the main thing to be doing is fearing Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Because you fearing the Lord is going to draw you to what? To keep your law, statutes, and commandments, man. All right? Go ahead. Go to 15. That was 15. Oh, that was 15. Oh, you didn't read the first one.
Yeah.
No, the first one. Yeah.
All right. I'll start again. Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Yeah, and that's why we're cursed in these ghettos, man. That's why we hurt out here, man. All right, everywhere we go, we're cursed, man. People don't like us. They dislike us. They think we're the scum of the earth. You see? Why? Because we chose to not fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and keep his law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
Cursed shall be thy basket, and and thy store.
Yeah, that's why we don't own anything out here, man. Cursed shall be our basket. Yeah, we don't have no money like that, man. All right. What does it tell you in Haggai 1:6, man? That we put our money into a bag full of holes, man. So none of the shit that we got, we can actually ever enjoy, man. All right, go ahead.
Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy
Yeah,
sheep.
we were losing everything around us, man. Our lands, we were losing our actual, our food with our animals and all that, man. We were losing ourselves, man. All right, go ahead.
We would have no good earth to till, man.
That's right. All right.
Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Yeah, the moment you're born, you curse, man. The Lord said that in Job, man. That man that is born of a woman, all right, and of a few days old is already in trouble because you're already into a curse. You're conceived into sin. So if you being conceived into sin, all right, that makes you what? That makes you curse the moment you come out. You're cursed when you go out. You see, you curse the moment you go out. That means you're gonna die under these curses because the Lord said that in the Deuteronomy 28th chapter that these plagues shall follow you until they have till you have perished, man. So you have gone out the way, basically. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Job said in the third. Job said in the third chapter that why did I not give up the womb? Why did I not give up the spirit when I came out the womb, man?
That's right.
Because he was cursed, man. He'd rather die than live a cursed life, man.
That's right.
All right.
And that's what's crazy. That's why you get these people that want to celebrate their birthdays and shit.
Yeah.
The hell you celebrating for? You curse the moment you come out. It ain't a blessing to be born out here in this place. That's not our rest, man. This place would destroy you with a sword destruction. All right, go ahead.
All right. Verse 20. The Lord shall send thee. The Lord shall send upon these curses vexation.
Said the Lord shall send upon thee cursing.
Yeah. Oh, cursing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The cursing, vexation, and rebuke in all that thou settest thy hand unto for to do.
Yeah. So the Lord, He's showing you the curses that's gonna come upon you. Vexation. Yeah. That's why we're constantly fucking pissed off out here, man. Everything around us annoys us. It's taking us down. It makes us want to do something wicked. Why? Because everything around us is a vexation of the spirit, man. All right, our spirit alone doesn't even want to be here, and you don't even understand it, man. Go ahead. It says that rebuke. You're being rebuked every single day. Because when you read these scriptures, the moment you read these scriptures and you know Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, that's the Lord already rebuking you for what you had did that was wickedly, man. That's why the moment we hear this word, that's why we begin to fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Because it's a rebuke reading these scriptures, man. And make you feel like shit because you've been thinking that you've been a righteous man the whole time, but the whole time you actually been living wickedly, man. Go ahead.
Until thou be destroyed and until thou perish quickly.
Exactly. So that's why we die all the time, man. That's why. What do you think? What did the Lord say when Eve followed after the philosophies of the serpent, man? All right, that we was gonna perish, man. We were gonna die. All right, we was the Nepal, the fallen ones. All right, that were gonna die like men. We were gonna die like we were princes that were gonna die like men. We fell from our natural state of what? Living forever, being immortal. Now we have to die with weariness, man. All right, we have to die with sickness. Okay, we get tired as hell every freaking day, man. Go ahead.
All right, until thou be destroyed and until thou perish quickly because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken.
You see, so the Lord is clearly telling you this is what's going to happen to you because you don't fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. All right, go ahead.
The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee until he have consumed thee from off the land whither thou goest to possess.
Well, there you go. You want to be wicked. What does the Lord say? Those that what did he say? Those that depart from the truth shall damn, I can't remember how it goes. Let me grab it. This is Ecclesiasticus 38. Give me 1 second. Ecclesiasticus 38 and 1 second. 38 and Where's it at? Where's it at? Give me 1 second. The one where it says you fall into the hands of a physician. Yeah, I think it's in 38. Fall into the hands of a sinner falls into the hands of a physician.
Got it,
All right, nah, I can't. My son, leave off from sin, cleanse their heart from all wickedness. Salaki. Give me 1 second. Brother gonna look it up real quick. I thought it wasn't here though. Oh, there it is, 15. He that sinneth before his maker, let him fall into the hand of a physician. So this is why, like a brother's reading again. He was reading at what? It said, the Lord shall make the pestilence cleave onto thee. Yeah, that's why your ass might end up in the hospital. All right, that was the 15th verse in Ecclesiasticus. You might end up in the hospital. All right, your ass might end up dying from the C1. You know what I'm saying? C19. All right, you end up getting a yo jabba jabba. Now you got all types of problems now. Yeah, because that's the pestilence cleaving onto you, man. Because why you didn't choose to fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, go ahead.
All right. Verse 22, the Lord shall smite thee with a consumption, with a fever, and with inflammation, and with an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish.
See, so our people dying of all types of diseases, man. All right, inflammations, sicknesses. All right, STDs, man. All right. It says with the sword and with blasting and with mildew. You know, matter of fact, don't mildew going into mildew. You're wicked as hell when you go into someone's house and they got hella mold in their house, man. That's wickedness in your home, man. That's wickedness upon your spirit. So your house is actually filled with a whole bunch of mold, mildew. All right, and that shit'll kill you slow, man. All right, go ahead.
And verse 23, and thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under shall be iron. And the Lord shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust. From heaven shall it come down upon thee until thou be destroyed. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thy enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and thou shalt be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth.
Meaning what? We're not gonna have power. Yep. That we had power at one point, but see, this is why we were given onto the hands of our enemies. You know, not fearing the Lord, but fearing Caesar Borgia, fearing these other names. All right, you had power at one point. You were taken out of power. All right, look when we had power for 1,000 years. When the time came for King Solomon. All right, for King David. All right, we were ruling for 1,000 years, and what? We still went off and fell off again. And then we were taken out of what? That power seat. And that's why you had the revival of the ancient Roman Empire, man. Then they came back into rulership, you know, and that's what happened most of the times. When you go into all these different captivities we were in, every time we knew the names of the Lord, man, but we ended up falling off by following after all these different gods, man. Right. Go ahead.
Verse 26, and thy carcass shall be meat unto fowls of the air, and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away.
And you see, we've been seeing that. You still see that in certain places. That's going into people getting lynched, hangings, you know,
leave their bodies
and they leave their bodies there. And what? The crows and the vultures picking at it all fucking day, all night.
A man might kill another man, drag his body to somewhere remote, and just let his body rot, man.
That's right. That's right. But you still seeing that to this day. You still got people getting hung, believe it or not, man.
Yeah.
You think this not happening because they're not going to post that shit. But best believe people still getting hung to this day, man. And it's our people that's going through that, man. And like the brother said, it could be a whole killing, all right? And someone take a body and put it to a remote spot, man.
Nobody will ever know about it.
Nobody. As a matter of fact, you know how many people have been buried without being known what happened to them? They just go up missing and you never hear them again. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Verse 27, the Lord will smite thee with the botch of Egypt, and with the emerods and with the scab, and with the itch whereof thou cannot be hid.
And when I think of that, I think about when you have these motherfuckers running around with monkeypox and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That goes into all the times of Egypt, man. In the time of Egypt, there were people's getting boils and shit like that, man. So the Lord's gonna give you the botch of Egypt. Why? Because everything that's done in the ancient time is gonna happen again. All right. There's no new thing under the sun. So the Lord even says that He gonna give you plagues that you ain't never even hear about, man. All right, go ahead.
With the same way our people fell in Egypt when they had us in slavery, it's the same. The Lord's saying the same way we're gonna feel that same way here, man.
That's right.
All right.
27. I mean 28.
28. Yeah. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
That's why people out here bugged out, talking to themselves,
Crazy,
looking like straight crackheads, man. All right. In which at the end of the day, these people are not really crazy. These people just got legion of demons on them, man. All right. As a matter of fact, some of these crazy people will tell you some crazy shit that you think is crazy, but they're actually telling you some real shit. They'll tell you the world about to come to an end. They on point. Everything's about to happen. This is about to happen. But the thing is that the Lord has smite them with blindness, madness, all right, astonishment of the heart.
The Lord might like the scriptures say. The Lord uses the low to confine, use the foolishness of the world.
Yep, to confound the wise.
That's
why the weak things to confound the strong.
Yeah, that's why the Lord might bring a strung out crackhead to somebody, or just to the camp and be like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? To say
Next thing you know, he clean, he healed, he out here preaching the word. He was a straight bum, you know. That's who the Lord dealing with. He dealing with the Lord, the lowly, all right, the forlorn.
You got people that are strung out on drugs and crack and shit like that, and they can see, man.
That's right.
They can see, man. Word up.
Go ahead. 29.
Verse 29. And thou shalt grow at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save you.
And who else going through that, man?
Yeah.
Who else out here the ones being oppressed on a daily basis, man? All right. Well, the Lord will tell you in Micah 2 and 2. All right, that they oppress a man, even him and his heritage. You know, they take everything from them. Yeah, that's what Esau do to our people, man. That's why the Lord allowed Esau to do those things, man, because we went off. So we have to pay for those things. All right, go ahead.
And thou shalt grow at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
Yeah, you see that every single day out here. All these people want is scraps. All people want to do is fuck your wife, man. Yeah. All right, and they proud of that shit, man. That's a curse upon our people.
And the women entertain it, man.
That's right. That's a curse upon our people. So if you don't fear, because what did the Lord say? Let me grab that real quick.
Because a woman is supposed to want to be. A woman is supposed to want to be married, want to be a woman that's given unto a man. She should want to be with one man. Yeah, wants to be submissive, want to have children. She should want to be a keeper at home. All these things she's supposed to want that, not make it feel like it's a burden unto her that she has to have children, or now she has to be with the man, or I mean, because now you got these women talking about, oh, I'm independent, I don't need a man, or this and that, man. A woman's supposed to be a keeper at home, and supposed to be submissive to their husband, man. Like it says in Genesis, man. That you should rule over your wife, man.
This is hold on. This is trying to find. This is 26 Ecclesiasticus 26:1. It says, "Blessed is the man that has a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace." A good wife is a good portion, all right? Is a good portion which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. You see? So if you fear the Lord gonna give you a woman that's gonna be righteous to you, man. But if you don't fear the Lord and you're doing wickedness, what's gonna happen? The portion of a wicked woman is given to the portion of a wicked man. All right. So that's why you have to fear the Lord. Because if you don't, well, the Lord gonna put the spirit on your wife to go out there and fuck somebody else, man. All right. Or somebody else is gonna put the spirit on them to go do you dirty like that. Because what do you be hearing these women talking about? Oh, I fucked his best friend. I did his, I did him dirty. I did his best friend, his brother, this and that. You see why? Because you ain't fear the Lord, man. All right, go ahead.
And vice versa with the woman. A woman, you got these women claim they're so godly, and a man, a woman of God, but they can't find a man of the Most High, man. They finding these ain't shit niggas out here, man.
That's right.
All right. Verse 30. Oh no, verse 30.
Not yet 30.
All right, 30. All right. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
And that's why you see Issachar out here building all these fucking nice ass homes for all these Amalekites, but not one of them live in one of these houses, man. Here it is. America was established on, built on iniquity and bloodshed of our people. But what the fuck do we have? Did they ever once say to you, well, we're going to reward you for fucking spilling your blood, all right, and building this place up for us, and we're going to give you a home for free. Here you go.
Yeah, we literally built this whole society, this what you call America, man, but somehow this is not our society. Somehow this is the white man's society, man.
That's right.
All right, we built everything we see here in America, but somehow none of this is ours, man.
That's right.
We built that White House, man. Do we dwell in there, man?
That's right.
Nah, man.
And the Lord said the earth was created for our sakes, man. So he said, how long, what he said? How do we not possess these things that were given to us, man? Because we're under the curses, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
All right. Thou shalt build up a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof.
Exactly. Well, our people are the greatest planters, basically, man. We know how to plant all that shit, but what? You plant it and it's not given to you, man.
That's why
you got no food. Exactly. Well, you got Esau go down to these, let's just say South America. He'll go all through the tribe of Asher, right? Steal all their goods. And when you go to the store, what does it say? Comes from where? It comes from Brazil. It comes from Peru. It comes from wherever you want to call it, man. All right. All these different things that we are growing, the riches of the land, it's not for us, man. The white man come and take that shit from us, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
All right, verse 31. Thy ox shall be slain before thy eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof.
Yeah, because here it is. They're taking your animals, all right, and they put them in these slaughterhouses and shit like that. They're over there splicing their asses together, their genes, making these GMO fucking synthetic meats, what do you call it? Mutated, GMOs, mutated oxen and goats and all this shit. And that's what they give you. Why they keep all the good shit?
Genetically modified.
That's right. Go ahead.
What they say, cross-engineered or something. Yeah. Thy ox shall be slain before thy eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Thy ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored to thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thy enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them.
Exactly. So all your animals are being taken away from you. You're not going to really be able to enjoy these things, man. All right. I'll read a little something. This is 32. It says, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. Go ahead, break them down.
You got people, you got men that not that they can't take care of their sons, but their sons and daughters are taken away from them because the society is built for the woman. All a woman has to do is say, oh, this man, this and that, and now he's a deadbeat dad, and now he has to pay child support, this and that, man. All right, the men of our people, they don't take care of the children because it is taken away from them. And what should I say?
You also got when they take away just our people in captivity.
Yeah.
When you go to Joel 2 and 3 real quick. Joel 2 and 3 tells you what? That they 3 and 2 tells you that they had taken a boy for a harlot, You know, yeah, I believe, yeah, a boy for one, a woman. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot exactly. I know it's in Joel 3:2. All right. It says, "Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people."
All right there, yeah, because you might not be a bad parent, but you get your sons and your daughters taken away from you, given unto Dyphus, because what somebody else had said. All right, you know, there's a lot of people that we give our sons and daughters to foster parents or foster homes because we can't take care of them, man. All right. So our sons and daughters shall be given unto another people. That's the curse, man. All right. We should always be able to take care of our sons and daughters. The scriptures say that the Lord loves a man who
take care, that love his children.
That love his children, man.
That's right.
All right. So that's supposed to be heavy unto us, man. We're supposed to be having our children and stuff like that. But since this is not our society, man, we're under curses, man. We don't even if we live with our children in our house, there's technically our government owns them, man.
That's right.
Or we don't own our own children, because at any time the government can take your children away from you,
that's
man.
Right. Well, that's why they give you that's why they make you sign off birth certificates.
Yeah, that's right.
When you sign off on the birth certificate, it's basically showing that the government owns your child.
That's right.
You know? Yeah, and that's why they make you do that. You know, Apostle Gabar went into a beautiful lesson years back. I mean, like last year, 2 years ago, when I had heard that lesson, he was going into that we technically don't own our children, man, because we're signing off on all these different birth certificates and shit like that, man. Yeah. You having a social security number, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's a slave number, basically. Yeah,
just another number in the system.
Exactly. So it goes into. It says, "And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand."
Yeah, we have no power in our hand to get our children back, man, because it's something called custody, man. All right. Some people, men, mothers and fathers, they might not have custody of their children, man. It's something called co-parenting, man.
That's a good point too, because that's another way of us losing our children is you might have a wicked ass woman, and she want to take your child away. You know what I'm saying? Or you have a heathen ass woman or a heathen ass, you know, guy, and somehow, all right, they take your children away. Now you over there sitting there crying by the window all day long, missing your children, because you got, like the brother said, you got no control of actually having them, man. It says, "The fruit of thy land and all thy labor shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed away." And that's going into what? That's technically really going into Esau, man. Esau taking everything that you done worked hard for, that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua had given you in your land, all right, and taken away from you. Look what happened to Gad, man. Gad had this whole entire land out here in the Americas, man. And what was taken away from him? This whole entire land, to the point where he got pushed to a little ass reservation now and got a little piece of land that he could call his, and even then he can't call it his, man. All right?
Somehow, some way, it's still the white man's land.
That's right.
All right? Because you got loopholes, man. You got these fucking wicked ass peace treaties, man, that the Esau Edom makes, man, that the so-called white man makes, man. All right, yeah, but like brother said, that's mainly talking about Esau, these other nations too, but who's the one that has enslaved us, impressed us the most throughout the entire course of history, man, throughout the entire time on this land, man? The so-called white man, Esau Edom.
So it says that, so that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. The Lord shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs with a sore botch that cannot be healed, from the sole of thy foot onto the top of thy head. All right. And hey, going into what? Sicknesses, man. All right. You go to work, your knees is hurting all fucking day, man. Sore ass feet all day, man.
Our bodies are withering away, man.
You stressing because your head can't take it no more, man. You go home with fucking headaches, man, from busting your ass all day at work.
Yeah, because we're supposed to be living up to 1,000 years, on this earth, but we start hurting at like the age of 25.
That's
man.
right. Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our bodies start hurting. We start getting achy by 30, man.
That's
all
right.
Depending on what you've been doing throughout your entire life, and also depending on how wicked you have been, man.
That's right.
All right, because these are the curses because of our wickedness. So, you know, if you're wicked, the Lord is going to bring these things upon you, man.
That's right.
You might have scoliosis. You might have a constant headache 24/7, man. You might you know, always be depressed and you know, that type.
That's right. And this all goes back to what we said before. You don't fear the Lord. So these things have to be put upon you to fear, to learn of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man.
Right.
This is 36. It says, the Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, and there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
Yeah, who you think that's talking about, man? That's mainly talking about Esau, the other nations too, because
That's right.
we worship their gods and all that.
That's why, meaning we were brought low.
Yeah, we was brought low, man. All right, we was going. It says that to a nation of their fathers that we had not known. We have been before we came across Esau, Edom. We haven't really known them. We don't know no other nation. The only people, man, we know is the Most High, man.
That's right. 37. It says, and thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua shall lead thee.
Yeah, so the Lord said, amongst all nations, wherever we shall go, we shall be a byword and a proverb. Everywhere you Israelites go, everywhere you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans go, you're a proverb and a byword. You're nothing but a nigger, a spick, a Hispanic, a Puerto Rican.
It was funny you said that.
Mexican.
Just how you said it. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. There you go. That's the byword right there already.
Yeah.
That's already you being called something that you're not, because you're an Israelite at the end of the day, man.
We're being called Negroes, spicks, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, wetbacks, Redskins. All right, when the white man, he's really the Redskin. All right, he put that byword on us to you know, confuse the world, man, because he's really the red one, man, that the Bible speaks of, man.
Right.
He's the real devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
It says, thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shalt gather but little in, for the locust shall consume it. Meaning what? No food, no money.
We work hard as hell. We really don't gain nothing from it. We only got pocket money, man. We work hard as hell, but only have pocket money. Everything else that we work for goes to the so-called white man.
Grab Haggai real quick. Haggai 1 and 6. Go ahead. You gonna grab the precept? I'll grab Haggai real quick. This is Haggai, since I quoted it before, and I'll bring it back out. 1 second, so I don't lose my place. This is Haggai. Haggai 1 and 6. And it says, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. You see, so that's going into what we was just reading right here. All right. Thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shalt gather but little in, for the locust shall consume it. All right. And that's going into like, you know, us planting things, no food coming in. All right. The locusts, these bugs, all right, or destroy your crops that you have. As a matter of fact, this year you got all these crazy ass, what do they call them? Lantern flies, man. Them lantern flies been destroying all our crops, you know, throughout the summer. All right. You got the winter. Now it's getting a little colder. All right. And they still around. You still be seeing them damn lantern flies around. There's certain parts of Jersey where there was like a whole plague basically going on, man. Thousands and thousands of lantern flies, man, destroying people's crops. All right. Going on. It says, thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shalt neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worms shall eat them. And that's why when you go into these different when you go to these liquor stores, man, you got to drink Esau's wine. All right. We're not able to drink the wine that we are able to, you know, bring out, because we the salt of the earth. So when we do things, you know, the proper way. All right. So you're not gonna have the wine that we will put together. You're gonna have the wine that Esau put together, and that shit poisoning you at the end of the day, man. All right, but we see it's crazy because that's how you know the Lord having mercy upon us. These things are poisoning to us, And we still live through these things. Just like when he said that we should eat the foul bread amongst the Gentiles, all right, and still live, man. All right? Because the Lord had mercy upon our people. But it's always going to be a rough time, man, a rough edge at the end of the day. You got something?
Yeah, I had wrote down the wrong.
So it goes on. It says, 40, thou shalt have olive trees throughout all thy coasts, but thou shalt not anoint thyself with the oil, for thine oil shall cast his fruit. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. And that's plain and simple.
Yeah, that's just like
you know, all thy trees and fruit of thy land shall the locust consume. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. And that's all these other nations being above us, when we are the ones that are the holy nation that's supposed to be above all nations of the earth, man.
The Lord said he shall he seen princes walking upon the earth.
That's right.
Servants upon horses.
He see, servants upon horses. That's right. It says moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee. All right. And overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, thy power to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee.
Yeah, so all this is basically happening because we didn't fear the Lord, man. Everything that we our people, you so-called Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, everything that we go through here in the society, man, is because of our wickedness. We did not fear the Lord, man. The Lord said that we was going to go into captivity, man. He told the nation of Israel through Moses that we was going to be enslaved, that we was going to be done out here, man. You think the Lord is a man that he should lie? The scriptures say that he's a man, not a man that he should lie, man. The Lord not playing around, man. The Lord is one and done, man.
That's right. It says, and they shall be upon thee for a siege and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. I mean, so I said siege, like I read their own sign. It says, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thee thy seed forever. And that's how you know that that's us that fit the description, because it's a sign unto our people of who we really are. Yeah. Ain't nobody going through the shit other than our people, man. Yeah. All right.
But these are the curses that the Lord told the Israelites that they will go through. So these fake Jews in Israel, the ones claiming to be Jews, man. All right. If they're the true Israelites, they're not the ones that's going through this, man. They're not the ones that have to worry about their children being taken away from them. All right. It says that the Israelites shall be the tail and the oppressor shall be the head, man. All right. Do you think these fake Jews have to are behind on everything, man? No. All right. Do you think they ever have to think about when their next paycheck is going to be, man? No. All right. They always have a job. They always have money, man. They always have a car, man. They having children left and right, man. All right. The scriptures say that the Israelites' children that they shall be taken away from them.
Not gonna be able to enjoy them. They're enjoying their kids.
Yeah, they enjoying their kids.
We gotta bust our ass 24/7, and we come home. We want to play with our kids, but we can't.
The Lord said that this is what was going to happen to the Israelites. That's how we know they're not the true Jews or the true Israelites, man. The Lord said that these curses are going to be a sign to let us know who the true Jews are, man. Read that again.
It says, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Yeah, so these curses shall be upon us as a sign and a wonder forever, man, meaning a long time, man, to let us know who the real Jews are, man.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy power with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore, and it should have said, because we ain't fear the Lord right there, man. You see, because when you fear the Lord, all these things are given unto you, man. That joyfulness, that gladness of the heart, you know, the abundance of things. All right. So it says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Hold up.
It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
So the Lord told you Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, for the true Israelites, he's telling the Israelites that we shall serve our enemy, man. If you Negroes and Latinos don't know who your enemy is, man, then you're blind, man. You don't know nothing, man. Who do you think this is talking about right here when it says that we shall serve our enemy, man? It's talking about the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, the devil, man. All right, it says that we shall serve them in what?
It says in hunger and in thirst.
Yeah, so when we're hungry and we're thirsty, we have to go to the white man for it. We have to go to his grocery stores, his stores, because we don't own nothing, man. We don't own nothing here in America. Everything in this society is the so-called white man, is our enemies, man. We're oppressed evermore, man. The Lord said, read that again.
And hunger and in thirst.
Yeah, so the Lord said he was going to send us to our enemies in hunger and in thirst. Go ahead.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, when we need clothes, we go to what? The mall, the stores. All right. None of this is owned by
Not
our
only that,
people.
nakedness going into shame. We're gonna gonna have our head down, going to the white man, like, here we go again. I gotta go right back to this motherfucker right here.
Yeah, that's right.
And at the end of the day, you really don't even want to go to this damn devil. But when you look around, like the brother said, what the fuck is not owned by this damn devil? Everything is owned by his ass, man.
Even you people that got so-called black owned stores and all that, man. You're not really black. You're still owned by the damn devil,
exactly, man. You still don't own that shit
because
you don't own the land that damn store is on. You know, you basically just paying a bill for that damn devil.
You still gotta pay rent for your store to be there.
That's right.
All right. Talking about black owned, man. You niggas is simple as hell, man.
And it says, in the want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Yeah, so the Lord said we shall go to our enemies in want of what?
Hunger, thirst, and nakedness, and in the want of all things.
In want of all things, everything we have to go to the white man for, man.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And he was going to put a yoke of iron upon our necks, man. See, you Negroes don't know who you are, man. But this Bible tells us who we are, man. You're the true Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. All right. The Lord said that the white man was going to put a yoke of iron upon our necks, man. Go ahead.
And that's going into us being into these slaveries, man.
Yeah, that's
being into shackles and chains, you know what I'm saying? So today we actually have a mental yoke upon our damn necks, man. All right. They don't need the actual, you know, the chains and the chains and the shackles right now, man, because we're mentally enslaved. He did so much damage to us that we don't actually need none of that shit no more, man.
Negroes don't need chains because you love your oppressor, man. He done a number on you so bad, man. He don't need chains because he got your mind, man. He got you believing in Cesare Borgia, man, the so-called white man. You think the white man is God, man. All right, when he's really the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right, you really think a white man is coming back to save y'all, man? When the white man is the one that put you into slavery, man.
That's right.
Dummies.
It says, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle fleeth.
Yeah, as swift as
as
swift as the eagle flieth, man. What nation of people is represented by the eagle, man? The so-called white man. That's the national animal here in America, man. The Lord said he's going to send a nation among us as swift as what?
As swift as the eagle flieth.
As swift as the eagle flieth. The so-called white man's symbol has always been the eagle since the beginning of time, man. What was on the Greek coin? The eagle. What was on the Roman coin? The eagle. What was on the American quarter? The eagle. All right, that's the national animal of this land, man. The American eagle. So the Lord said a nation, he's going to bring a nation of people among us as swift.
Yeah, he said against thee from far. These motherfuckers came out the damn mountains, man.
Yeah, they came out
of nowhere. Basically.
Yep, they came out of nowhere, out of the
from the end of the earth. It said from the end of the earth, meaning what? Not literally the end of the earth, but meaning in a place where nobody knew these motherfuckers was at, man. Came out of nowhere randomly. You see, showing you that the Lord took the bases of men and set them on high, like it tells you in Daniel. He set the bases of men, all right, to rule over our people, man. All right.
And he said that they were going to come out of nowhere. He said they were going to come swiftly, man. All right, swift as the eagle flieth, man. Go ahead.
It says, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the persons of old, nor show favor to the young.
A nation of fierce countenance, man. Look what the so-called white man has done to our people, man, physically, mentally, and emotionally.
Yeah,
man.
As a matter of fact, just look at when he came over here and he went, what happened to Gad? All right, came over here trying to act like he was peaceful with them, right? What he said, his words were smoother than butter, all right, but in his heart was war. You see, that's how he came, basically, you know, with that fierce countenance, right? And basically speaking them soft words, but they really had no remorse upon our people, man. They slayed all our people. You talk about millions of our people, man, in straight genocide, man. All right.
It said a nation of what?
A nation of fierce countenance which shall not regard the persons of old, nor show favor to the young.
Yeah, a nation of fierce countenance, man. It says they shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. They don't care who we were, man. Because during slavery times, man, look what they did to the women. Look what they did to the young men and old men. All right, they raped them, man. They what was that? There's a word for it, man.
Buck breaking,
man. There you go. When they did that to the young men and the older women, man. All right.
That's right. All you gotta do is go into the Willie Lynch letters.
Yeah, the Willie Lynch letters.
They teach you, they show you what this devil's agenda was this whole time. To this day, they still use that same agenda in different ways in modern times. They don't have to do all that shit that they did before because again, they got you broken down mentally already. Right, hola. Well, it says, and he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle, right, and the fruit of thy land until shalt thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave thee need either corn, wine, or oil, or increase of thine kind, or flocks of thy sheep until they have destroyed thee. Matter of fact, let me grab a precept for that. It's Obadiah. All right. So, because Obadiah is all about the white man at the end of the day. That whole chapter is about Esau, Edom, man. All right. So this is Obadiah. Get there. And it says, if thieves, this is Obadiah 1:5. It says, if thieves, matter of fact, I'll start from 3. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, and saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have not stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? You see? So going into, they ain't gonna leave anything for you at the end of the day, man. They're gonna take everything that you have, that you possess, and call it their possession at the end of the day. And literally claim it. Just like he does with everything else. He'll take our culture, he takes our music, he takes our talents, and he tries to act like it's all his. Like he was the creator of all, like he was the former of all things. When our people is the former of all things at the end of the day.
We created everything, man. Literally.
That's right.
We're the former of all things because this earth was created by us.
That's
man.
right.
The Lord created the Messiah and then the angels and the elect, and we created everything, man.
That's right. 52, and it says, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until the high fenced walls come down wherein thou trusted throughout all thy land, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy power has given thee.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And that's kind of twofold because that's literal and that's metaphorically, man. Meaning that the white man, he's just going ransack our gates, man. He's gonna just take us over, man. He's gonna destroy us, man.
And when you go into besiege, it goes into like, you know, locking shit down and holding shit down, which that's what's gonna happen again.
That's what they doing right now.
That's what they're about to do and push to the agenda they want. That they're gonna want to lock all this shit down and besiege you at your gates once again. You know, no new thing under the sun. It says, and thou shalt eat the food of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy power has given thee in the siege and in the straitness wherein thine enemies shall distress thee.
Yeah, so there's going to be a time, all right, when there's going to be a famine, man, the time of Jacob's trouble, man, all right? There's going to be a great famine, man, to where you people are going to be starving to the point where you're going to eat the flesh of your own daughters and the flesh of your own sons, man.
That's right. And it said in the siege, that's going to be in the time of, again, being locked down. When you have no food no more to go access to these stores, all right? And that's like the brother's saying, that's about to come, that's right around the corner, man. Y'all keep thinking this shit is a joke, man.
Yeah, y'all keep living your daily lives, not knowing what the hell is going on, all right? You go to work, you come home, you watch TV, you take care of your children, then you go to sleep, and you do it all over again. You really don't know what's going on, man. That's why when all this great hell and death comes, man, it's gonna swipe you off your feet, man. You're gonna get swept, man.
Mhm.
All right, because y'all people don't know what's going on. Y'all don't want to listen to the true prophets out here that are on the streets letting you know these things,
And
man.
Lord willing, we those men.
Yeah, Lord willing, Lord willing.
It says,
willing.
54, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Yeah, and that's why our people hate each other, man. Because that's the curse that was put among us, man. That's one of the curses that he just read. That our eye shall be evil toward our brother. That's why our people are shooting each other left and right. All right, in the streets. All right, you bang so hard on another black nigga, right? But when it comes to the white man, out of nowhere, you suddenly scared to bust shots, man.
That's right.
All right, because you niggas are simple, man. All right, you can't even walk past each other without me mugging each other, man. All right, talking about this is my block.
That's right.
What, nigga? How dumb is that, nigga?
It's Esau's block at the end of the day.
How brainwashed and simple you have to be? How mentally retarded do you have to be to think that you own a block, nigga? A piece of cement, a strip of cement, man, that got houses on it, man. All right, that's not even you. You own none of these houses, man. All right, they're all run down and broken to pieces, man. All right, got rusty water coming out of them, but you proud to say that this is your block, nigga? Fuck is wrong with you, dumbass?
It says, so he shall, and then it said, toward the wife of his bosom.
Yeah, you niggas.
And that's why the men don't even, they don't respect their wives. They don't respect the women. You know what I'm saying? And towards the remnant of his children. That's why he's never, around for his children. He quick to throw his kids to the curb. Also because the woman herself is evil toward him. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what has Esau done? He has turned each other. He has made us turn amongst each other. He has made us turn against our own women, our women to turn against us. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother's saying, our brothers against each other. All right. Where we killing each other on street corners over some dumb shit, over a piece of property. All right. That's not yours. It says, so that he will not give to any of them the flesh of his children whom he shall eat, because he has nothing left Salaki. He has nothing left him in the siege and in the straightness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards her husband of her bosom and towards her son and towards her daughter. Same thing we was just saying with the man, is vice versa. These women are not going to put their foot down, man, because the woman has compassed a man in this society, man, and Esau has given them that power to do that and trample over us, which ultimately comes from on high. All right.
Yeah, and it says that the woman shall not be delicate or tender, man.
Yeah.
All right, because these women are so masculine nowadays, man. All right, they want to rule over the man. All right, talking about I don't need no man, I do everything on my own, this and that, man. All these women nowadays are manly as hell, man. None of these women are feminine anymore, man. All right, none of them are soft. All right, they're all wicked as hell, man. They're all whores and shit.
That's right. It says, and towards her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and towards her children which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for want of all things secretly in the siege and in straitness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress in thy gates. And that's going into that same thing of cannibalism, man. A lot of these women, man, they're going to be eating their children in these last days secretly, it says. They're not going to tell nobody what they're doing. All right. Why? Because they're going to keep it to themselves, because they know they're about to do some wicked ass shit, all for the want of certain things, for the want of wanting to continue to party, wanting to continue in the society. All right. Wanting to continue to be a fucking doorknob where everybody taking a goddamn turn with them, man. All right. And it says, if thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this. See, going back to what? Because it all comes back down to fear. That's why we're reading these things, because if you don't have the fear of the Lord, this is exactly what's going to happen to you. Every single one of these curses, man, in a different way. Different people get different strokes at the end of the day, man. All right. Go ahead.
Baruch 2.
Grab 4 and 9 in Lamentations instead, because that was reading basically what you read over here. Lamentations 4 and 9 probably go even better with that, because it's going into how the woman, it explains exactly how the woman going what they're going solder they're gonna sodden their children. You know, that's gonna be that secret boil, because that's what Sodom goes into. Sodom goes into boiling your children, man. Lamentations 4:9.
All right, Lamentations 4:9. All right, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. The hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people.
Yeah, let me bring that out, because that goes perfectly with this. And towards her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and towards her children which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for the want of all things, secretly in the siege of siege and straightness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates.
Yeah, so all you proud women, especially you proud women, man.
That's right.
All right, when that time comes, and it's right here, you people don't see what's going on, man.
That's right.
All right, a great famine is around the corner, man.
That's right.
All right, you people have no clue, man. So all you proud ass people, man, thinking that nothing is going to happen, all right, thinking that you serve the Lord, or that there is no God or anything like that, man, all right, or think you're a righteous person, man. All you proud people, y'all going to go through it the most, man, especially you women, man. You're going to eat the flesh of your own son and the flesh of your own daughter, man. All right, just like the scriptures say, man.
It says, if thou wilt not observe to do all the words of this law that are written in this book, that thou mayest fear this glorious and fearful name,
right?
Thy Lord, thy power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sicknesses, and of long continuance. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou was afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in this book.
So even sicknesses that you even haven't heard of.
Exactly.
Yo, so if you don't fear the Lord and come back to the Most High, which is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai. All right. If you don't fear those names and pray upon those names, man. All right. The Lord is going to bring upon you great death and destruction, man. All the pestilences and all the destruction, man. That's not even written in this book.
That's right. Man. It says, them will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
Yeah, the Lord is going to bring all these things upon you, Israelites, you Negro, Latino, and Native American men and women, until you be destroyed, man.
That's right.
You think the Lord is playing, man? Huh? It's going to be a great thing, all right? Lord willing, we're part of those men. It's going to be beautiful to say that we told you so, man. We told you so, man. All right?
Matter of fact, let me grab this is Joshua 24 and 14. It says, now therefore fear the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your father served on the other side of the flood in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So it goes back into what? It goes back into fear. See, we ain't got to finish off the rest of those. We went through most of the curses, but the rest was basically talking how we were going to be given into slavery, all right? How the white man was going to take us. We were going to be scattered to one end of the earth to another, all because of what? Because we refused to fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. When once again, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The fear of the Lord is from you getting that crown of life, man. Right, go back to Sirach 1, all right?
It said fear the Lord and what? Sincerity?
Sincerity and the truth.
That's right. That's sincerity and the truth, man. All right. Be humble, man. All right. Stop thinking you know everything, man. Fear the Lord in sincerity, man. Sincerity.
This is 1 Samuel. Yes, go back to Sirach 1. This is 1 Samuel 12:14. It says, if ye will fear the Lord and serve him and obey his voice, and not rebel against the commandment of the Lord. And that's what our people do. They rebel against the commandments of the Lord. All right. They'll literally put up a damn fight against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. All right. It says, not rebel against the commandment of the Lord Yahweh, Then shall both ye and also the king that reigneth over you continue following the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, thy power. You know, so we will be good. You know, if we was to fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, we'd be ruling the way we're supposed to be, man. We'd be that nation of kings and all that, which is gonna come to us eventually. All right, but still, for us not fearing, we have to be put down at the bottom of society. We have to be brought so damn low so our people can understand that was our power the whole time, man. It's a learning process. It's just like when you have kids, right, and they're not following the instructions that you giving it to them as a parent. What ends up happening? You get an ass whooping. All right. Sometimes you get your ass whooped so bad that you don't even want to ever do that shit again. I know me growing up, shit, man, I used to get skinned. Straight up, have to strip butt ass naked and get a whole ass whooping with the back metal part of a belt. You know what I'm saying? And my ass ain't want to do that shit ever again. Well, it's the same thing with the Lord. That's why he said it's going to be a time that has never been upon the earth and never and nor shall ever be. He ain't gonna have to do this shit again.
Well, you parents were right for doing that because the script, even though they're not true.
Yeah.
Because the scriptures say, "Spare not thy rod for your children."
That's right.
Man. All right. So I got Sirach 1.
Go ahead.
Sirach.
Yeah, go back to it was like by 12, but you want to read a little bit down, a little bit more again.
All right. Sirach 1 and 12. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart, and giveth joy and gladness and a long life. Whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it is created with the faithful in the womb.
That's right.
All right.
There's more on that?
Oh, yeah.
I believe there is.
She has built an everlasting foundation with men, and she shall continue with their seed. The fear of the Lord is fullness of wisdom, and filleth men with her fruit. She filleth all their houses with the desirable and the garners of her increase. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom.
That's the main thing right there. The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, man. That means you're going to have everlasting life off of that, man, for you fearing Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, man. But if you don't fear, all right, what crown are you going to receive, man? There ain't no crown waiting for you at the end of the day, all right? Just death and destruction. Go ahead.
The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, making peace and perfect health to flourish, both which are the gifts of the Most High, and it enlarges their rejoicing that love him. Wisdom raining down skill and knowledge of understanding, and exalts them to honor that hold her fast. The root of wisdom is to fear the Lord.
The root of wisdom is to fear the Lord. Go ahead.
And the branches thereof are long life.
Yeah, you're going to live a long life, man. You're going to have salvation at the end of the day, man. There's going to be, the Lord said there's going to be people out here that's going to escape death, man. So if you have fear of the Lord, man, you're going to be able to escape death in that time. All right, go ahead.
The fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath. A furious man cannot be justified, for the sway of his fury shall be his destruction. A patient man will bear for a time, and afterward joy shall spring up unto him. He will hide his words for a time, and the lips of many shall declare his wisdom. Woo!
Yep.
All right. Verse 25. The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom, but godliness is an abomination to a sinner.
Say that again. It said the parables of what?
Of knowledge
are
in the treasures of wisdom.
Is in the treasures of wisdom. And how do you gain the wisdom? It's through the fear of the Lord. So if it's something that's in the treasure of wisdom, the parables, the reason you're going to receive them is because you fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because it's in the treasures of that wisdom. For you to gain that wisdom is because you fear in the Lord. All right, go ahead.
But godliness is an abomination to a sinner. If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord shall give her unto thee. Just like the scriptures say, man. For this is the whole duty of man: fear the Lord and keep His commandments. All right. Verse 27. For the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction, and faith and meekness are His delight. Distrust not the fear of the Lord when thou art poor, and come not unto Him with a double heart.
Say that one more time.
Distrust not the fear of the Lord when thou art poor.
Yeah, because when we get down, all right, that's beautiful. You see, that's gonna pertain to myself. See, I'm gonna pertain that to myself, because when I get down, right, that means that I still get that means that basically I ain't supposed to stop fearing the Lord just because I'm down now. Yeah. I'm down and out. Why would I stop fearing the Lord, man? That should fear the Lord, make you fear the Lord even more, man. Because that's when it goes back into you. Exactly. That's going back into you examining yourself even more, man. Because now the question is, why am I at the bottom like that? You see, yeah, we do go through the chastening of the Lord, right? And if you're examining yourself right and you realize, all right, well, I am doing everything according, then it can only be the chastening of the Lord. But sometimes it ain't just the chastisement, man. It's because you're literally going off and doing something you shouldn't be doing, all right? And the Lord is upset with you, man. So just because we go down, all right, doesn't mean that we got to stop fearing the Lord, man. You got to continue to keep fearing the Lord. Go ahead.
All right. Distrust not the fear of the Lord when thou art poor, and come not unto Him with a double heart. Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men. Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul. For so the Most High discovered thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation.
That's why you don't exalt yourself at the end of the day, neither. You know, a lot of people, that's bringing them that pride. You know, that knowledge puffeth. You know, when you puff yourself up with knowledge, man, you're going to end up falling at one point, man. All right? You're going to do it to yourself at the end of the day. I wanted to bring this out. This is Job 28:28. And unto man, he said, behold the fear of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. All right? So again, going back into that fear, man, you have to fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, because He is not a respecter of persons, man. You got to remember and say to yourself, you can always be replaced at any given moment in this truth, man. You could be put to death. All right, it ain't nothing for the Lord to just snap His finger and that's it. You forgot it. You don't know who the hell you are no more. You went from knowing who you were, but now you know nothing. All right, and that's something to fear on a daily basis, man. Matter of fact, let me see what these brothers got. This is Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. Yeah, because those that don't fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai are going to fall into mischief and continually keep falling into mischief. But those that fear, he going to get back up. He going to always remind himself that the Lord going to put his ass down if he don't stop, man. I mean, if he stops. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus 14:2. Blessed is he whose conscience has not condemned him and who has not fallen from his hope in the Lord. You see, that's something to fear, man. All right. Because if you fall from this truth, man, and you get your spirit taken away, it's the worst thing that can ever happen, man. For your spirit to go taken away, that means that the Lord doesn't need you no more. And now you have become a what? You have become a reprobate mind, a castaway. Okay? It says Colossians 1:9, for this cause we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you and to desire that ye might be filled with the knowledge of His will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding. It says that ye might walk worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing, being fruitful in every good work and increasing in the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. All right? Meaning that we have to what? Not quench the spirit. Continue always. It doesn't matter how hard it gets, how bad it is. All right? You got to always keep pushing in the Lord, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. All right? This is let me see what else brothers got in here. Brought that out already. Salakia. It's cold as hell. Give me 1 second. See what brothers got. All right. So going back, to the fear of the Lord, all right, which we're about to close it up anyway. This is Psalms 19 and 9. It says, the fear of the Lord Yahweh is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. So, you know, the Lord gave us not the spirit of fear, all right, because us as carnal men, all right, we're not supposed to fear anything other than Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right. So when it tells you that we were not given the spirit of fear, it's meaning the spirit, we were not given the spirit of fear to the carnal things, to the things that happen here carnally. But the only thing that you're supposed to fear is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Yo, that's just crazy. Look at this spider right here, just flying down. Right there. Coming down. Yeah. It's like, I think it's probably from the top of that building. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what it is. It's getting thrown around. It says, go ahead. You got something? Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 4. For into a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin.
That's right. And that's because you don't fear the Lord. So
you mean like those little, like that?
Oh, is that what it was? I don't know. It was something that was, it looked like it was hanging onto a string. So that the malicious soul, wisdom will not enter into a malicious soul. Why? Because you ultimately don't fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Just like you're never gonna get the faith of the Lord neither, because you don't fear the Lord.
Yeah, all you niggas that gang bang and want to shoot another nigga or rape a bitch or have sex with another man's wife, man, that's malicious, man. That's mischief, man.
That's right.
The wisdom doesn't dwell in you, man. You a simple nigga, man.
This is Psalms 25 and 14. It says, the secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will show them his covenant. So again, you being an Israelite, you want to have the knowledge of the Lord. You want to be able to perceive these things. You want to have that eye salve. It begins with you actually fearing the Lord, man. All right. This is you got something else?
Nah.
This is Psalms 34 and 7, and it says, the angel of the Lord encampeth around about them that fear him and delivereth them. So you want to be delivered in these last days. You want to make it on a chariot, all right? You want to have the hedge protection of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and his angels. Well, you have to fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for that, man. All right, because it says the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. Okay, let's go into real quick. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 11. For whoso despises wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain, their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable. Their wives are foolish, and their children wicked.
Go ahead, break it down.
Yeah, so if you don't have wisdom, all right, if you despise wisdom and knowledge, which is this word, all right, you're gonna be depressed all the time, man. You're gonna be unfruitful, you're gonna be miserable. Everything you do is gonna be in vain, it's gonna be unprofitable, man. All right. And it says that your wives are foolish and their children wicked, man. All right. That's why your households are out of order, because you don't fear the Lord, man. You got women that wear their pants in the relationship, man. When that's wicked, that's ass backwards, man. Your children are wicked as hell. They're slapping you around and shit. They don't listen to what you say and all that, man. You don't ground them or nothing like that, man. That's why your children are wicked, man.
Right.
All right. Because you despise the Lord, man.
This is Psalms 85 and 9. Surely his salvation is nigh them that fear him, that the glory may dwell in our land. You see? So salvation is near to those that fear Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Psalms 86 and 11 says, teach me thy way, O Lord. I will walk in thy truth. Unite my heart to fear thy name. See, because when you praying upon the right name, you're gonna pray that the Lord put that fear in you, man. All right. You want the Lord to put the fear in you for you to fear him. Because if you're taking it as a joke, you're taking it lightly, man. All right. You're gonna end up going off. And that's why I see these people that are 2/3, all right? Or when you're trying to break it down to them, they're not taking heed of the word the way the way you're giving it to them. They think it's a joke, you know. They think the shit is funny, all right? But when the day comes that the Lord really come with that wrath and indignation, man, they're gonna learn to fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man, because you're gonna be put in so many different predicaments and situations that all you're gonna be doing is calling upon God, 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 but you're gonna realize that you ain't have the name the whole time. You're gonna be calling upon him and nothing's gonna be happening. That's why he said, go and choose the gods which you have chosen and let them deliver you in the time of your, you know, of your tribulations, you know. And this is why it's very important that you fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, because again, you don't want that sauce with the Lord, man, where he gonna put you down in a harsh, wicked manner. Okay.
And you guys, like you said, you guys gonna be praying to God when God is not even the name of the Lord, man. The Lord has an actual name, like you and me have the name, man. The Lord has an actual name that you call upon him, man. All right. The Lord is the man. He's a man. He's a person. He has a name, man. You address him by it, man. Just like someone addresses you properly by calling out your name. That's how you address the Lord, man. All right. Acts 4:12, man. There's only one name under heaven that whereby ye must be saved, man.
That's right. This is Psalms 115:11. Ye that fear the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, trust in the Lord. He is their help. He is their help and he is their shield. And that's why at the end of the day, when we're out here, man, we don't be worrying about anything. Yeah. That's why we don't worry about what people say about us, man, because we fear the Lord, all right? And we know that the Lord's going to always be there to protect us, man, in hopes that he's always going to be there to protect us, you know?
And we're going to get the last laugh anyway, Lord will.
That's right. This is Psalms 118:6. The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is on our side. I will not fear. What can man do unto me? You see? And that's why we don't fear what these people got to say. None of these people could do anything unto us, man, unless the Lord allows it to be done. So we don't fear anything on this side. We fear everything of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua because we understand that everything is from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. All right, what did the Lord say in Isaiah 45:7? Man, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace to create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So everything is coming from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. All right. Somebody getting put to death, the Lord did it, man. What he said, what Amos said, the city be troubled, and the Lord have not done it.
Oh yeah,
you know,
shall there be evil in
the city, and the Lord have not done it. Yeah, because that's why you got to fear the Lord. Whenever you see evil times coming upon you, which evil, I believe it goes into bad times.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, bad.
Exactly. So you're going into bad times, man. When you see bad times happening, it's because the Lord is wanting those things to happen right before your eyes, man.
The Lord brings that upon this earth, man.
That's right.
The Lord said, I've created darkness and light. I have created evil and what did he say after that? Evil and I forgot what he said after that. Roughly
I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil.
Yeah, that's right. I make peace. And
I, the Lord, do all these things.
I, the Lord, do all these things.
This is Psalms 119:38. Establish thy word unto thy servant who is devoted to thy fear. So the Lord is going, what? Establish thy word unto his servants, his true servants, his true, the true men that are serving Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, right? Who is devoted to the fear. Yeah, we're devoted to fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Okay, there's nothing else that's going to change our mind because there's nothing out here that's going to make us fear other than the Lord, man. All right? Got something?
Wisdom of Solomon 7:24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passes and goes through all things by reason of pureness. For she is the breath of the power of the Most High, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore, can no defiled things fall into her.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what we're talking about this whole lesson, man, wisdom, man. For she is the pureness of the Most High, man. Is the breath of life of the Most High, man. All right. That's how you take it and breathe the Lord, man. All right, through the knowledge and wisdom, which is the laws, this Bible right here.
This is Proverbs 8 and 13. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way and the forward mouth do I hate. Yeah. So that's why you got to hate the things of this world, man. That's why you can't justify the wicked, all right? Because you justifying the wicked is showing that you don't fear the Lord, man. You got people that be like, oh, well, you know, as long as that ain't what I do, let them be, you know, let them be what they do. But you should be speaking up against the wickedness that happens in this earth, man, because that's showing the fear of the Lord. That's showing that you're trying to teach our people to fear. All right, I'm gonna read that again. It says, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way and the forward mouth do I hate. So the Lord hate those things, man. So if the Lord is against it, why wouldn't we be against these things, man?
Supposed to be what you're supposed to be with what the Lord is with, man. Ain't supposed to be against what the Lord is against, man. You're supposed to move how the Lord moves, man. All right, to the best of your ability, man. The Lord said, you're supposed to strive for perfection, man. Be what did the Lord say? Be perfect as
your Father was in heaven.
Word.
That's right. This is Proverbs 10 and 27. The fear of the Lord prolongeth days, but the years of the wicked shall be shortened. All right. So again, it's telling you that you having fear is you're gonna live a long life. You don't fear the Lord, your days are gonna be shortened, right? This is Proverbs 14 and 27. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life to depart from the snares of death. And that's what we're trying to do ultimately, man. We're trying to escape death. All right. We've been being put down to death for forever, man. See, if we're gonna be put down to death, we'd rather be put down to what? All right, to righteousness' sake, not to wickedness' sake. You want to be put down for the Lord, all right, in the testimony of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right. This is Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So that's why, you know, these people don't fear the Lord, because none of these people are taking the instructions. All right. They're not taking the wisdom in. They're despising it. They're laughing at it. All right. They think that none of this shit is true. All right. But when the time comes for the tribulation and your trial, all right, and your judgment, that's when you're going to see these people's eyes open up. All right. This is Proverbs 22 and 4. By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. Yeah, that's you getting that crown of life. You getting the riches of this truth. All right. And having life. What? Having the actual breath of life being put into you. Okay. Got something else?
Yeah, it says, verse 28, Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 28. For the Most High loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom. All right. So you think, oh, the Lord is loving you and this and that. Nah, you're wrong, man. The Lord doesn't love nobody except for him that dwells with wisdom, meaning the ones that keep the commandments of his Bible, man. All right. This is the real wisdom. If you ain't got this wisdom, man, the Lord is not dealing with you, man. All right. The Lord is definitely not dealing with you if you ain't got this wisdom, man. The Lord loveth none except for him that dwells with wisdom, man. And that's talking about these scriptures right here, man. So wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man, in these last days, man. This is the real wisdom, man. All you other people, man, y'all gonna be bugged out here, man, when all this hell and death and destruction break loose here in America, man. All right?
That's right. But we're gonna end it off on that note through the spirit. All right, so with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Haloyim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that was listening in. Yahweh Rat Dazah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. So the next one, Shalom, the water for tuning in, the water for the scriptures. Keep fighting the good fight of faith. As always, Shalom.